What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, and I'm back at y'all with another one. So, Olympic silver medalist, 4-division world champion, first ballot Hall of Famer once he retires, former unified super featherweight, former WBC lightweight, now reigning WBO junior welterweight world champion, superstar boxer, Shakur Stevenson. He responds 25 wins, no losses, no draw, 11 wins by way of knockout. He did an interview after he dominated it in beautiful fashion. Another superstar, another Hall of Famer, don't know if he first ballot, 2-division world champion, former unified lightweight, former WBO junior welterweight superstar, Teofimo Lopez, who is 22 wins, 2 losses, no draw, 13 wins by way of knockout. Teo has some very big wins on his resume, becoming a world champion for the first time, brutally knocking out in the first or second round Richard Coleman. Then he beat Vasil Lomachenko in the unification. Then he beat the former undefeated British superstar, junior welterweight, world champion Josh Taylor. Dominated the first 7 rounds against Lomachenko, and brutally knocked out Richard Coleman. So then he beat the likes of Jermaine Ortiz. He got questionable wins, but we know Teo is a superstar. With that said, Shakur dominated the fight, his first fight at 140. Everybody wants to see, which is now being deemed the biggest fight, as I've been saying for a very long time, between Shakur himself and another first ballot Hall of Famer, 3-division world champion, former undisputed lightweight, former WBC junior welterweight, and WBO welterweight world champion superstar boxer, Devin the Dream Haney, who has 33 wins, no loss, no draw, 15 wins by way of knockout. Now, Devin Haney now fights at 147 officially, and he's a world champion there. He dominated his official first fight at 147 against Brian Norman Jr., who was the world champion knockout artist, one knockout of the year, had highlight reel knockouts. And Devin Haney, people said, had PTSD from the situation with Ryan Garcia, and he was washed up. He dominates Brian Norman, drops Brian Norman, dominates the fight. So both of them dominated their fights. And that's the fight that people want to see. But Shakur Stevenson, he's saying that Devin Haney, if this fight is to happen, he needs a 10-pound rehydration clause. To that, the boxing fans are not very happy. The boxing media are not very happy because, for one, Devin Haney has fought at 135. He's only had 2 fights at 147. Why do you need a 10-pound rehydration clause where he can only be 157 by the night of the fight and drain himself when you say skills pay the bills? Nonetheless, Devin Haney responded. Shakur said, if y'all want me to go to 147, nobody's calling for him to go to 147. He actually said he'll finish his career at 147. Then he called out Conor Benn, who is a welterweight. That got people to say, well, if you're going to fight Conor Benn, then you could fight Devin Haney, because Conor Benn has campaigned throughout his career at 147, 154, and 160. So if you could compete against them, against Conor Benn, then you could compete against Devin Haney, the fight we want to see. Nobody asked to see Conor Benn. So then he says, well, people demanded him to go there. Well, he did an interview with Cigar Talk and Najee, to which he stated that Devin Haney is a tremendous fighter, but obviously he believes in himself and that he will beat Devin Haney. To that, Devin Haney responded, I believe you're a tremendous fighter, but I'll beat you. And then Devin Haney stated, well, I want to fight your little brother, who is Keshan Davis, superstar, WBO former lightweight world champion, who called out Devin Haney and stated because he didn't like how Devin Haney treated him when they was younger, when Shakur brought him around, so on and so forth. So Devin Haney said, you know something? I want to fight Keshan Davis. Keyshawn, let's make it happen. And then you're the little brother, because Shakur and Keyshawn made it abundantly clear they have no interest in fighting each other because of their relationship, although they're not blood brothers. So Devin Haney said, well, I'll fight little brother Keyshawn, beat him, then fight big brother Shakur. Great storyline. So now Shakur puts up a cryptic message and responds and says, Be careful what you wish for. You just might get it. Well, remember, Devin Haney made an offer when he was at 135 to stay at 135 to fight Shakur. Shakur didn't like the offer, which means Devin Haney is more than willing to make the fight. Devin Haney is saying, if you want to make the fight, his father, trainer, manager, Bill Haney, CEO of DHP, Devin Haney Promotions, is saying, we'll make the fight gladly, but we're not doing a 10-pound rehydration clause. So Shakur is saying, be careful what you wish for. Skills pay the bills, as Shakur said. And Shakur said he don't like people putting rehydration clause on people because it handicaps them and you can't get credit. Well, then he says on Najee with Cigar Talk, and Devin Haney's not a unaliver. He Kill, he ER, he is a boxer. Well, then that's even more of a reason for you to not want a rehydration clause, because it's just all about skills, not about size and power. But he puts up the cryptic message, be careful what you wish for, you just might get it. Which means if you beat Shakur, I'm taking it as, you beat Keyshawn, I'm going to have to give you this work. That's how I'm taking it. How y'all taking that? It's a cryptic message, but let me know what y'all think. Does that mean Shakur is thinking about it? He's succumbing to the idea that Devin don't need a rehydration clause and he could beat him? What y'all think? Let me know. Drop a comment in the comment section. As I said, these was going to be the last two guys standing, and it would take Devin to knock off Shakur, and it would take Shakur to knock off Devin. This is no slight of disrespect to the Oshaki Forces of the world. This is no slight of disrespect to the Keshan Davis of the world. This is no slight of disrespect to the Abdullah Masons and etc. I just believe their skill set is on another level. Let me know what y'all think. And I think Keyshawn's skill set is on the same level. I just don't think he have the experience and the know-how that they have at this moment. That's my take. When I watched the Jermaine Ortiz fight with Keyshawn, I just think he lacked the experience in that fight. He got the knockout, and you go back and watch what I said. I said Keyshawn is going to knock Jermaine Ortiz out in the 11th round. He dropped him in the 11th round. He almost stopped him in the 11th round. He survived, and then he got him in the 12th round. I knew that was going to come because I knew Jermaine Ortiz was going to make it more difficult on Keyshawn than Keyshawn expected, because of the ability to box, to control distance, and the ability to survive. I knew that was going to be a problem for Keyshawn. Go back and watch my videos. And I feel like he just needs experience, more experience before he has the skill set. He don't have the necessary experience to be able to do what Shakur and Devin does. But let me know what y'all think. Follow me on Instagram at BlueBloodSportsTV, all one word. I'm gone. Peace.